Hi, today we're joined by Jason Chu from the Asia Pacific Customer Service Consortium, and he joins us from Hong Kong. Thank you very much for coming onto the show today.
My pleasure.
Okay. Jason, can you just maybe give a bit of introduction? What does APCSC do and what's your role in Asia?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, APCSC was founded in 1998 at the Hong Kong University as the first cross-industry research program that really focusing on how we can use scientific research to improve customer service through many different aspects, whether it's through technology, through psychometric assessment, through benchmarking, and also through developing professional certification programs so that we can uplift the standard of customer service, not just in Hong Kong, but across Asia Pacific regions.
Oh, excellent. So you live in Hong Kong, and where do you spend most of your time, or do you travel around?
Yes, I'm based in Hong Kong, but I really travel a lot, in a lot of the first-tier cities in the region, such as in China, in Southeast Asia, and actually we just had a roundtable here in Singapore.
Yes.
Yeah, and we were just talking about, the brand values and design thinking. That is really how these market leaders, how do they stand out in this very competitive environment?
Jason, in your opinion, can you tell me how are Asian customers different from those customers that are in Europe or in US?
Asia Pacific is probably the most complex region in the world because you can see this from the north all the way from maybe we can include Russia, and Japan, and then throughout to the very south, covering New Zealand and Australia. We're really span across so many different countries, and each country have their own language and different culture. Every language is a very unique culture, and the culture embeds in the language. So with that difference in terms of culture, how everyone wants to be treated in a way that is...
So is it proper to say that a Chinese person in China versus a Chinese person in Malaysia or Singapore, they might all be slightly different? And how does that change?
Yeah, and you're just talking about Chinese, right?
Yes.
You're not talking like, Malaysian or a Singaporean, and even in some of the bigger countries, the people from the north, from the south, from the east and the west, or a different province, they're also different. So that is one of the challenge of, if you wanted to be successful in the region, you really have to have the level of sophistication, the understanding of the different kind of customer culture to be able to read and speak their language and their culture. And that is how you can then win the market. So it's not a one-size-fits-all that's going to work.
It sounds like a lot of work
It does.
to reach all the Asians.
It does. So, it's almost like, speak my language, please, so I can understand, so I can make a connection. So if you want to market something to me, please market something that I can really understand and appreciate your value proposition. So speaking of value, I think it's very important that Asian customers, one of their key buying incentives is really in terms of what is your value proposition. Apart from value for money, then what is the experience? And also a lot of times, Asian customers also emphasize a lot on relationship. They want to have a long-term relationship. And what does that translate to? That means a very good after-sales service.
So they want to have a long-term relationship?
Yes, I think so. Yes. I mean, you will think, a lot of people. Well, I would say, Chinese people always talk about relationship, right?
The 关系, yeah.
关系, exactly. And I don't think just Chinese, even Donald Trump always talk about relationships, see, when he's dealing with China or other country leaders.
Yes.
I think relationship is a very important thing. So that's why in APCSC, we also emphasize customer relationship excellence. If you don't build a customer relationship excellence as your long-term strategy, and then where is customer loyalty, right? So if a company does not have strong customer loyalty, then it will be always, spending a lot of money to acquire new customers. And that is not a viable business model, for long term. So if you put all these together, then when you think about entering into Asia, you really need to think a complete model that you have to have these elements in mind.
That's very interesting, Jason. Thank you very much.